I know that women face a whole spectrum of sexual harassment every time they go out. I really want to demonstrate exactly what it feels like. And I think the only way that I can properly do that is by going undercover. I'm feeling nervous. I've been undercover before, but it just feels like it's got higher stakes, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks. It's Friday night. I'm going out wearing hidden cameras. My crew will be secretly filming too. Yeah, fine, thank you. We've also rigged a hotel room. Thank you. I'm pretending to be drunk and separated from my friends. I take a seat outside some busy bars. It's minutes before I'm approached.
How are you? Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going, darling?
I'm looking for my friend.
Go to home. Go to home. Come on, mate. Darling, you want to go to the hotel? You go to me, hotel.
No, I'm fine. This man is being so persistent. I want to see how far he's willing to go. I'm fine.
I like you.
I need to find where I'm going. I'm okay on my own.
What? Just like me? Just like me? This way, or go?
I'm okay on my own.
What?
I'm okay on my own. Before you see what happens next, I'm going to take you back to the beginning of my journey and show why I felt it was important to go to these lengths to prove the sexual harassment women face on a daily basis. This used to be a club where we used to go all the time. Started coming here when we were probably like 16, 17 with our fake IDs. Eagle Cars is still there, so that's where we used to go and get a taxi at the end of the night. One of these shops here used to be a kebab shop. I remember one night there were some guys in there and I think one of them said something to me, and the next thing I knew, he had just grabbed my bum, but he'd put his hand up my skirt. It was like his hand had gone inside my underwear. And if I think about it now, I can still feel that sensation and how shocked I was and how upset I was. It wasn't until the high-profile case of Sarah Everard, who was raped and murdered by a serving police officer in 2021, that I started to truly reflect on my own experiences of sexual violence and sexual harassment. And I was by no means alone.
The man next to me had his hand on my thigh and was moving it inwards and upwards.
Physically grabbing me and kissing me on the street.
I was too scared to move or say anything.
I felt someone touch me inappropriately.
I was bleeding from my nose and my mouth.
Really explicitly discussing parts of my body.
Feel him breathing next to me.
Pushing me down to my knees.
I want to fuck you up the arse, love.
A man started to follow me.
He suddenly made a lunge at me, grabbed me by the thigh.
Put the hand in between my legs and put the hand inside my underwear. He was naked and stroking himself.
If someone wants to go out of their way to harm you, they're going to find a way.
What's going through your mind to feel like this is something acceptable?
I posted online asking for women to share their experiences of sexual harassment. And I've been totally overwhelmed with responses, detailing a whole spectrum of appalling behaviours. One thing that really stuck out was how many women have been sent unsolicited nude images, so dick pics. This is awful. There's a girl here who says that there was a boy when she was at school who was known for sending dick pics, and he sent one to her once and she accidentally opened it in front of her 14-year-old sister. One theme that keeps coming up is this happening on dating sites. One woman describes it as a daily occurrence. I'm setting up fake profiles on 3 of the top-rated dating apps. I want to see what the experience is like for women looking to meet someone online. I'll use the pseudonym Lucy. To make Lucy's profile seem real, I'm also creating an Instagram and Snapchat account. Research shows that younger women are most likely to receive unsolicited dick pics. So I'm using pictures of myself from when I was 18. It's minutes before Lucy starts getting her first matches. I'm getting so many matches from men who are 40, 50 years old, and I just have no idea why their age range is set that low. Messages start flooding in. I'm shocked by how sexual some of them are. So I've had a message from someone on Instagram who found me on one of the dating apps. He is 48, and he's messaged me saying, "Hey Lucy, we matched, but you appear to be very slow at responding on there." And he starts saying things like, "I would hold you down, legs open, smacked bum for you. Would you rather be used and abused sexually, but treated with respect outside the bedroom? Tell me to stop if I'm getting too naughty." It's just like such an invasion of your privacy. It also makes it so much worse that he's significantly older. I'm struggling to keep up with all the messages arriving on Lucy's phone. And some of the exchanges are really disgusting. So this guy, the first thing he says to me is, "Why are you not sitting on my face right now?" And then sends me a really explicit message. "You better have thick walls, otherwise your neighbours are going to hear you moaning like a sick hyena." This isn't even real. I'm pretending to be on a dating app, and I'm exhausted by the amount of sexual and inappropriate messages that I've received.
I was on my way home on the tube, and then bang, a notification on my phone. I got airdropped a dick pic. I just kept my head down, out of fear, out of shock. How dare you invade my space? Because that's my space. My phone is private to me. I can tell you for sure that it was for a reaction. I just knew that I wasn't going to be the person to give it to them.
It's been 2 weeks since I set up Lucy's fake dating profiles. And as well as a constant barrage of deeply sexual messages, I've also received dick pics nearly every single day. I've barely interacted with these men, and some I've never even replied to. So I want to call them and confront them about why they've sent these pictures.
Hello?
Yeah, I just wanted to call you because I wondered why you sent me that photo.
Why you don't like it? Hello?
I was just wondering why you sent me that photo.
Maybe I have some fun, I guess.
I was just wondering why you sent me that photo.
I saw your profile. It was a kinda loud one.
What was naughty about my profile?
Well, I sent not only to you, I sent to everybody.
Do you send photos like that a lot?
No.
So why did you send it to me then?
You never call me and you never like send me a picture and I was like, let me send this one. Why she call me? Your profile is not with the person. If not, I wouldn't send that.
So you're saying it's my fault?
Women are very good at saying they're interested is my interpretation on it.
But why would you send that to someone if they didn't want it, if they didn't ask for it?
Are you sad now?
Do you care if I'm sad?
I don't think in the 2022 we can get shocked by it, but I guess we are not all the same.
Were you thinking it would lead to something? Did you think that, like, were you trying to have, like, were you hoping you'd have sex with me? I don't understand.
Let's forget that, change the topic. What do you mean? You know, like, when you do a gift, you don't know what to give.
But that's not a gift.
Some can be a gift.
Do you think it's funny?
No.
Why are you laughing then? Oh my God, these men are delusional.
Do you want to talk?
No, thank you.
How are you doing today anyway?
I'm fine, thanks.
Have a nice day.
That was mad. I set up these calls because I was hoping to get to the bottom of why men send these photos, and I think I feel more confused after having those conversations than I did beforehand. I'm none the wiser to their motives. It's really, really baffling.
An old man came and sat behind me on the bus when I was on my way home from school, and he started to stroke my shoulder. I felt frozen in fear.
I remember walking with a school friend and her saying to me, oh, look at that man there and look what he's doing. And of course, he was exposing himself.
I was with my mum, cycling down the road, and a car drove past and shouted out, "Nice legs."
How old were you?
I was about 10 or 11. 12 years old.
11 years old.
I've just done a quick Google search on the shopping tab, and when you put in schoolgirl uniform, nearly all of the top results are of sexy schoolgirl outfits, whereas if you put in schoolboy uniform, they're all legitimate school uniforms. It's clear that schoolgirls are being sexualised in a way that boys aren't, and I want to get to the bottom of why that is. I'm going to meet a group of schoolgirls and their teacher, who are petitioning for sexualised school uniforms to be banned from being sold online and in shops. They hope this might help stop the harassment they experience on their routes to and from school. So how many of you have experienced sexual harassment in some way? You can raise your hands. Wow, so that's nearly all of you. Has anyone got a specific experience that stands out to them?
The one that stands out to me the most is the first time, which was when I was like 10. And it was like by like a group of guys in a park. They said they wanted to have sex with me. And I was just like, I didn't really even know what sex was.
Do you want to share any of your experiences?
I was at a water park in Spain, and there were these middle-aged guys behind me. They were saying that I looked fit in my bikini. I was so young, it would be easy to do stuff to me. And then one of them put his hand on my arm. I was so scared, I didn't know what he was going to do to me.
I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Yeah. How did that make you feel afterwards?
I was scared of like wearing something like that again.
Do you find this kind of stuff happens more when you're wearing your uniforms or more when you're wearing your own clothes?
I find that it happens more in uniforms, which is disgusting because it identifies that we're obviously under 16. That's what uniforms are for, children.
I would take the bus to school, and when it was warm in the summer, the bus driver would ask us to take off our tights. He would say, if you're too warm, you can take off your tights, take off your skirts for me. He would stand there and watch, and I never wore my school skirt again.
How did that make you feel?
I don't even know that I can put it into words. Sorry. I'm shaking.
Something that I've reflected on while making this documentary is how quickly I became accustomed to and, in a way, jaded by these experiences, and how it quickly became something that was seen as normal. And there was something really depressing about hearing these young girls share really formative experiences that are changing the way that they feel and the way that they act. On my way into work, I noticed a string of messages on Lucy's phone from a man I'd been ignoring on Snapchat. Oh my God, he's so persistent. If you don't answer this, I'm gonna send a dick pic. Yep, he just sent one. I was just wondering why you sent me that.
I told you if you don't answer, I'm gonna send it, and you didn't.
But I wasn't replying to you.
To be honest, I just thought you were just playing a game.
You thought I was playing a game?
Yeah.
No, but I hadn't given you any sign that I did want that, so I suppose that's why I was confused that that's what you sent me.
You didn't give me any sign that you didn't as well, so that's fine.
But if I'm not replying to you, isn't that a sign that I don't?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
It feels like every single time I've confronted someone about their behaviour in this process, I've been made to feel like I'm somehow to blame, that I somehow led them on, that I somehow didn't fight it hard enough. He sent a voice note.
Hey, listen, I'm sorry about what I did. To be honest, I know I came off as a dickhead. It's fucking weird as shit, you know? To be really fucking honest, I was just like horny and I didn't even think about it, I just did it.
I mean, that is... Again, he's trying... So I think what's... I feel so angry. The fact that his justification was, I don't really know why I did it, I was horny and I wanted to, so I did, just sums up this sense of entitlement that some men have over women. And actually, when you think about motives, why is that any different from any other sexual assault? If you're doing something to me that I've not consented to, that I don't want because you want to for sexual gratification, then the intent's the same.
I think my most memorable experience of sexual harassment was probably the night that I got spiked. I'd gone out with a few friends for a birthday at a club. I bought 3 drinks at the bar and I passed 2 back to my mates, and I think in that moment my drink was spiked because it's after that point I remember nothing up until waking up in my bed the next day. I was covered in blood. To this day I still don't know if I was sexually assaulted that night because I have no memory at all. One of the things that still gets me is that no one helped, not security, not someone passing by in a busy nightclub.
I was 17. I was at a club. There were a lot of men in there, probably in their like early, mid-20s. They were buying drinks for us, and then they were like, oh, this is all really expensive, why don't you come back to our flat? A group of us went back to these guys' flats. I woke up and it was dark and there was a man on top of me and inside me, and I just remember coming in and out of consciousness, completely blacking out, and waking up the next morning
with like my clothes just sort of like thrown on top of me. I think at the time, because I'd been out drinking, I'd gone to their house with my friends, I was like, oh, well, like maybe that is what I wanted to happen. And then it's sort of dawning on me throughout the day that that isn't what happened at all. And then really not wanting to think any more about it because I already knew what the answer was to what had happened. I didn't want to accept the reality of the fact that like I had been raped. And now I have to deal with that. I know that women face a whole spectrum of sexual harassment every time they go out. And I know that from the women that I've spoken to making this film, from my own experiences, from my friends' experiences. But I really want to demonstrate exactly what it feels like. And I think the only way that I can properly do that is by going undercover. So I've been having a look at some crime maps, and across all of the major UK cities, there are significant numbers of violence and sexual offences centred around the nightlife areas. So one of the places that stands out is Liverpool, which I know has a really, really busy nighttime economy. It's where I went to uni. Bars and clubs are packed every weekend, so it seems as good a place as any to start. I'm going to Liverpool to do an experiment. That's where you saw me earlier. I want to put myself in the shoes of a woman on a night out. With the help of a large team and specialised security, I'll wander alone in a busy nightlife area, acting drunk, to test what sort of behaviour I experience. My movements will be covered by several hidden cameras, including in my hotel room, to account for all possible outcomes. It's difficult to know exactly what's going to happen. It's going to be a really unpredictable shoot. Based on the reports that we've seen, there's the potential for some really awful behaviour, and I think that's making me feel quite apprehensive, because even though I am going to be sober and obviously I'll be acting, it's still putting myself in a vulnerable position in some way, and I think that I'll really feel that tonight. Yep.
Yeah, okay. The aim is to go until 4:30, but perhaps you could push it a tiny bit longer.
Door open. This lift is going down.
No game on, what are you talking about?
Thanks.
You are?
Yeah, right, thank you. I've been walking around the streets of Liverpool acting drunk. The crew are close by, recording my every move. This is the man you saw earlier. I'm now going to show you everything that happened.
What are you doing, darling?
I'm looking for my friends.
Go to home. Come on, me. Darling, you want to go to home? You go to me, hotel.
No, I'm fine.
You want to go to there? Yeah. Go to the cafe there. Yeah, darling, what's your name? Come to me.
I'm fine. going? I need to find where I'm going.
What's the one thing? How old are you?
The crew quicken their pace to keep me in their sights. I'm going home. I'm okay on my own. I'm okay on my own. I'm okay on my own. I'm moments away from arriving at my hotel. Fine, I'm going home.
Okay, you're going. No problem. You're right friend like that. We are happy with you. You know, Jimmy? We are happy with you. Me too, man.
I'm going home. I'm going home. I'm going home. The presence of hotel security doesn't deter this man from following me in. A crew member is waiting outside the lift. This doesn't stop him either. I can't believe this man has followed me all the way back to my hotel room. It's time for me to confront him. Sit there. Sit down. On there. Why have you followed me here? Well, I didn't give you any indication that I wanted you to follow me here. So why have you followed me here? No, I told you I was fine on my own. No, I gave you no indication that I like you. Why have you followed me into my hotel room? No, we didn't come together. You followed me. I never said to come. So why are you here? No, I don't... Why... I want you to leave now. I want you to leave. I want you to leave. I didn't give you any indication that I want you here. I want you to leave. Okay, can you please leave? No, I don't want to give you a kiss. Please leave.
It's okay. It's okay. Take a deep breath. That's it, just breathe.
It's scary how quickly it happened and how easy it was for him to just sort of stand beside me, to follow me, to make his way back to my hotel. He didn't even seem to bat an eyelid at it. Now I'm thinking, well, where's he gone back to? You know, is there a girl out there that's actually that drunk? that he's going to do the exact same thing to me in 10 minutes' time. It's a little bit sick, actually. I'm still feeling really shaken after last night. And one thing that I just keep thinking about is what could have happened if I wasn't a journalist, if I didn't have security, if I wasn't there with a whole crew of people. That could have ended in a life-changing experience. But I know that this isn't something that's exclusive to one place. This could happen in any city, anywhere in the UK, on any night out. And I think in order to prove that, I'm going to have to go out again tonight and run the same experiment. The Leicester Square area is London's busiest nighttime economy. It also has one of the highest recorded rates of violence and sexual offences in the capital. I've booked another hotel room. I have the same crew and security from last night.
Yeah, okay.
Can you hear me now? Is that better? Once again, I'm heading out to the local clubs and bars, pretending to be drunk. I've been out for less than 15 minutes when a man approaches me.
Okay.
I'm okay.
Where you from?
London.
London. What is your name?
Lucy.
What do it? You go home?
Find my friends.
You like taxi?
Find my friends. He keeps looking over his shoulder, but at this point, I have no idea why. Keep your eyes on the man standing by the bins. I need a taxi. The man who was by the bins is now leaning up against the bus stop. I realise these two know each other. And they're both following me. All of a sudden, I feel out of control. We hadn't planned for this scenario. The men following seem to notice that something's up. Sorry, that was really scary when I saw the second guy, and I was just suddenly like, oh god, like...
I mean, that was a horrific situation.
Are you okay to go out again?
Yeah, how are you feeling?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I feel like my films never get to me, but it's the fact that they're out there is like really, it's really upsetting me. Part of me just wants to call it a night. But I'm convinced something really sinister is happening here. And I feel like it's important to prove it. So I compose myself and head back out. It's the early hours of the morning, and I've been stumbling around the Leicester Square area acting drunk. I was completely unaware at this point, but the man highlighted on the left is about to start following me. And it didn't come to light until watching the footage back, but the same man had been loitering in the area for over an hour. He's captured on our cameras several times, without any of the team realising he's in pursuit. He's even right beside me at one point. I stop for a minute to check my phone. I still have no idea this man's been following me for 5 whole minutes. I look up, and only now do I see him. He's crouched in front of me. I start to walk away. He gets up.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine.
He grabs at my hand and rubs it on his crotch.
I don't need anything else. I'm fine on my own.
I can see the front door of the hotel. I'm not feeling as frightened this time. I'm just angry. I want to confront this man. But he doesn't follow me in. There are several members of hotel staff in the lobby, and this seems to have put him off.
He just followed me to the hotel and then he didn't come in once I got here. He was trying to get me in a cab. And then he kept grabbing my hand and putting on his dick.
You did what?
Oh, God.
To go on 2 nights out and to have been targeted in the way that I was repeatedly is horrifying. Both men who approached me tonight tried to make it seem like they were either taxi drivers or could get me a taxi, and it felt like that was an organised approach to trying to get drunk, vulnerable women to leave with them.
What was actually most shocking about tonight in particular is that there are police everywhere. On every corner, everywhere you look, I've seen police officers, and not one person, when I was stumbling up the street, being followed, stopped to ask if I was okay or tried to intervene. I've done undercover investigations and I've covered lots of really upsetting stories, but nothing's made me feel like the way I felt doing this.
I'm still struggling to process what I experienced in Liverpool and Leicester Square. I'm going to show the undercover footage to an all-male focus group to see what they think of what happened. I've chosen a diverse range of men from across the UK.
I know you don't know a huge amount about what we're going to do. The idea is just to get your genuine thoughts and reactions to the footage that we've got. We went to 2 different locations across 2 different nights. I was acting drunk, and then these are some of the interactions that I had when we were there. But yeah, we can have a chat about it afterwards.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
I'm going home. I'm going home. So why have you followed me here? No, I told you I was fine on my own. No, I don't. Why? I want you to leave now.
What doing? You go home?
Find my friends.
You will taxi?
Find my friends. I'm fine. I'm fine on my own. I'm going home.
That's mad. Imagine you were actually drunk and didn't know what was going on.
Yeah. It would have ended in rape. That's There's no consent. There's no capability to consent if you were that drunk.
Personally, for me, I was struggling to watch it.
You wonder on that same night how many people that did happen to. How many of those guys was there doing that night? You know.
I think the chances of you being able to go out for 2 nights planned and it happened straight away, that shows how much it happened. I guarantee if you went out the next weekend and the next weekend, it's going to happen again and again and again.
It's a depressing thought, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is. What's most surprising, and something I'll take away from today, is I always thought of rape as being a crime of opportunity. You know, down a dark alley, you know, in a taxi. But to see it all planned like that is really very sobering, a very frightening thing to watch.
Women have the threat of this kind of behaviour in mind all the time, anytime we go out, whenever we walk down the street. And so when what seems like lower level behaviour, what seems like something that's not a threat, can feel like it.
Now you sort of empathize with why women behave the way they do around like men they don't know. So yeah, like the lack of trust makes a lot more sense now. The only place women alone in public at night would feel safe is in a crowded place. And this happened right in front of 1 million people.
It was obviously really important to us to get you guys in to have this conversation. Do you feel like men are included in this conversation as a whole enough?
They are included, but by the time they are, it gets too late because it should start early on when they're more impressionable. It should be included in the education system, you know?
It's made more of a thing that girls have to prepare more, girls have to be safer, not drink as much, when really it should be down to guys to be more educated and have more accountability.
I mean, today has been a lesson for all of us. Yeah. I don't know about you guys, but it's been a lesson to me.
Making this film has made me reflect on all of the times that I have felt vulnerable, where I've been walking on my own late at night, or when I have been that drunk, or when I've lost my friends. And it's made me realise that I'd seen this kind of behaviour and putting up with the fear of it and the threat of it as just part of being a woman. And of course I know that it's not all men, of course I know that the vast majority are good people, but I don't know which ones it is. So while that threat is very real, and while things like that might happen to me on any given day, I'm going to treat everyone with caution. So often when this comes up, people look to the courts or to the police for a solution, but I think it's bigger than that. When this is happening on the scale that it is, there needs to be a huge cultural shift that stops it happening in the first place. This is so often seen as a women's issue, but it's not a women's issue, it's everyone's issue. And without everyone taking part in the conversation and everyone getting on board, things aren't going to change.